Okay, so this is the night show in the dining room. So I just went live on TikTok. So here's going to be the replay. Hopefully it comes out good. Lighting's a little different. We're adjusting. So yeah. Okay. Good deal. Hey Tess. Hey Kim. Hey. This is my dining area, guys. I'm downstairs just kind of practicing because tomorrow's supposed to be a hot one. So we're in a different setting. And I've got probably 40 or 50 decks down here with me. Hey, Sandra. Hey, how you doing? So I hope everybody's doing well. I have the Everyday Witch Tarot in my hands, and I've got a few that we can play with. So we'll see what's going on, but this is the setup. You can kind of see behind me, all the clocks are set to 11:11. And if you look really right there, that little picture, that's Phil and I. So yay. But Phil is on the road right now, so I thought we would just try a night show and see what was what. So we will do a few quick reads that are like the micros, and then I think tonight we're only going to do the tarots. I didn't bring my oracles down, so there won't be any blinds, but you can have a one question mini for $30 or a one question full for $40, and we'll do that. Good morning or evening, Darcy. Yeah, this is definitely a little bit different for me. Hi, guys. Hi. So let me know if you have any questions, and we will start throwing some cards. And I got plenty of the Rider-Waite's here. I brought down some Lenormands as well, just in case. Hey, Gigi, good to see you. Hey there, Jen, hi. Hi, Lola, hi. I'm in my dining room. So if you notice, see how the clock's there? This is kind of how it looks like in the dining room. I'm actually at my dining room table, and all the clocks are at 11:11. So yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah, that's what my friend helped me decorate in my dining room, and I have all the teacup collections from like the grandmas and different stuff. Hey there, Alicia, hey. Well, thank you. So hello from my dining room. We are here. Hey, Energy Alchemist Jen. Hey, good to see you. So that we are not doing the bones because I didn't bring down my crystal ball, so we're not doing any of the specialty reads. We're just going to start right now tonight. We're just going to try out doing the tarot questions. That's the one question mini, which is 7 to 10 cards, or one question full where I get a little bit more nosy. That's 15 to 20 cards. And let Kim know when you pay for a read, because she really does help me keep my brain on straight. So just, yeah, let Kim know which reading you're paying for. I think I'm fairly good set up. I'll show you a little bit. Like we've got cards here. You can kind of see a bunch there and some here. But yeah, I feel almost underdressed with only this many cards. You were shocked? Well, I hope that's a good thing. Yes, I do also private reads and Zoom reads. My Zoom reads are $99 an hour, and then you get me and all my cards up in the regular studio, and we just go crazy and ask as many questions as you want. Or you can do 3 questions for $66, and it's a turnaround in like usually 24 to 48 hours. So yeah, good. Glad it was good. So yeah, if you've got some questions, we'll get started. So, and I thought I saw Penny in here, but I'm not sure if I did, but good to see you. Hey, Valerie. Will Emilio call or text you tonight? Let's see what just 3 cards might say on that. For Valerie, will Emilio call or text you tonight? I don't think so. We got the Knight of Cups. We got the 5 of Wands. There's some competing energies, some different things that he needs to take care of. And this is the one that really isn't great at backing up what he promises. This is the Knight of Cups, the 5 of Wands. And then we got the Fool in reverse. I think it might be foolish to think so. So that's what I'm getting on that one. I would take that as a no, honey. So sorry. I just got that. And does Justin want to be with you long term? Let's take a look. Let's take a look for the other Angie. All right. Does Justin want to be with you long term? We're going to go into the Pope Girls Tarot for you and take a look at there. And we'll just be running through them. Does he want to be with you long term? You know what? These ones want to stay down. We're going to take a look. There is a second chance for this, a second chance for hope and healing, but you have to resurrect something. So this signifies that if he can get in his higher self, yes, he will. It might be a long time coming. I want to take one more just to see. The Fool. He wants a new start somehow. So it might be that there's some reconciliation that needs to happen with you guys before you can make a long-term type commitment. That's what I'm getting. So that's what I've got. So Michelle, are you on the right path, on the right love path? We'll take a look, and then we will do the paid reads, and we'll get the list open. So if you want to get on the paid list, that's the thing to do, because I'm not going to just be doing free reads all night. No. I usually do about 3 of them at the top of the show. So Michelle, are you on the right love path? Let's take a look. We're going here to this deck. It is, what is this one called? Heavenly Bloom is what it's called. So let's see what's going on with this. Wow, this one is big. It's long cards. Really, really long cards. Are you on the right love path? You know what? This is really tricky. There's going to be some disappointment. You are learning a lesson that's important for you. You've got the Dark Night of the Soul a little bit. The Three of Cups, learning to be celebrated rather than tolerated. That's a huge thing for you. And then the Seven of Laurels. There's a little bit of disappointment. Overall, I think you're on the big lesson of learning to love self and really, really learning to see what you bring to it is hugely important. To not be quickly disappointed by how somebody else would define you. So that's what I'm getting on that. So, okay. So, Kim, do we have anyone on the list for the paid list? Split up in August, but live 2 houses apart. Gotcha. Okay. All right. So, Kim, if you let people know, not that you're aware of yet. Okay. I'm going to look and see. I'm checking my iPad to see if it's actually doing what it's supposed to do. And so far, it's just notifying me of a YouTube thing. And I really don't need to know that one. So, it's like, okay, you goofy thing, enough. Close. Ugh. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Sorry, guys. Let's go looking here. Okay. All right, Lola. Is Lola in the house and on the list? Because today it looks like I got a payment from Lola. Yes. So, Lola, what is your question? That looks like a full read. I will be on tomorrow at 11, probably doing the regular show, but I don't know if I'll be upstairs or downstairs. So, I don't know which one. But Lola, for a full, do you want just a general, honey? So, yeah, it's 40 for a full and 30 for mini. What you saw at the beginning, those just 3 cards, I consider that a micro. So we got Lola next for the full. We're going to go into it. All right. Lola, we are going into the Green Witch Tarot for you, and I'm going to aim this down, and let's take a look at what's going on. So about 7 minutes in for Lola, so you'll remember to tag that, and I'll try and record this as we go. Lola, full read. Yeah, you can find the links in my bio. It's A5C Butterfly, it's PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo, but not everything is down here with me in the dining area for Lola. We're getting 6 here and 6 here. I don't have my duplicate decks down here, so we're going to do a lot of Rider-Waite involved with these secondary decks. It's a good way to learn, and it's a good way to see it. If we get duplicate cards, the imagery will not be identical, but it'll be close enough. You'll know if you get a duplicate. 6 here. 6 here. This is like a miniature of the book. I want something down the center here. We're using the Fate Shifter Tarot here. What's going on? I'm getting really a sense that this is you and this is external factor, external people. I want to see what's going on with this. It feels like you've graduated something big here with this going on. But let's see what's going down the theme. Oh, you have graduated something big. This is the gift that's coming in again. Learning to be celebrated, not tolerated. That's the lesson of the Three of Cups. Lifting your glass in friendship. Knowing that things will be important. When you recognize a little bit of your own. We think of our own faults, flaws, liabilities. But we don't think of ourselves as an asset or as the gift. That's what we need to think. We need to remember ourselves as the gift, as worthy, as worth something. When we get through some of our lessons about self-worth and celebrate ourselves, that's when things pivot, that's when things change. What we're seeing here, in the conscious thoughts, it feels like you finished something. This is a completed lesson, something huge completed with the world. We've got the Page of Cups, this new creative surprise, and then making plans. Now this is really making plans. Plans beyond what it is that you can see right now, understanding that there's a process and progress. Lucy's coming in. The guides are always with me, guys. Lucy's coming in. The plans as far as process and progress are things that you need to consider that are different. So when you're thinking about the plans that you make or the process you're undergoing, you might have, it's supposed to be here, 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 or I meant to be here by now. It's the process that you're doing. It's the process that you're learning. This is important. It's the, I always bring up the Reba song on Is There Life Out There? It's what's going on immediately in your hand, like in your kitchen, all the dishes and sink, everything piled up. But your plans for further down, maybe taking a trip, maybe taking a class, whatever it is, the adventure. You are making plans, you're taking action towards them fairly soon. But this is having to overcome something. This is consciously what's going on subconsciously for you. What we're seeing here, beautiful, beautiful 10 of Pentacles. Lush garden, really, really sitting pretty, looking good, and family time, inherited wealth. The 9 is the lush garden. You send the owl out, you send the hawk out, whatever deck you're in, you send it out. The 10 is you've actually made the breakthrough. There's actually something generationally that has been broken through, something that comes over time, something that is built up over time. Now, this is something very important. It's something about walking your path. Lucy's showing me walking through the path, and there is this, like, I don't even know how to describe it, very, very white gate, as if the gate is just illuminated. It's like if you were to see a cast iron or a wrought iron gate, except for it's all illuminated with white light. This is the time you're approaching, you're approaching, you're approaching. The light is calling you towards it, calling you towards it. Right here in the center, we have the Hermit. Seeking, seeking, seeking. The light is calling you towards it. When you lighten up, you move forward. You move forward in a big, big way. You're letting some of the heartache go. The heartache about achieving where you're at is getting a little bit converted into understanding how far you've come. This is huge for you. Now, external of you, let's see what's going on over here. Over here. Okay. Here, what's external view that's blatantly obvious is you're cutting the shit. This is cutting aside things, cutting the sword, being very fair to yourself, being fair in what you want to do going forward. 5 of Wands energy coming up. About a conflict. Somehow the conflicts around you are not bothering you. You're just going to be more fair to yourself, more true to yourself. This is really, really fair. This is a sense of knowingness, a sense of rightness, and you don't even have to squabble about it anymore. If people want to sidetrack you or distract you or get you so you're like trying to be spread too thin, you just don't go for that shit anymore. You just don't. You won't sit here forever. Somebody else will try and bring you this offer, and this feels interesting to me. Feels like somebody else is offering you both swords, and you don't want either of them. You're not this powerless. You're not this, I'm going to be at the crossroads moment forever, not going to look at my emotions, not going to make a choice. No, you're this bad bitch. You're this one saying, hey, I'm going to make the decisions. I'm going to make the choice. I've got the knowledge. I understand what I've learned, and I'm moving forward. This is what's going on external to you. When this lesson presents, when this thing presents, you have the sword of truth and integrity, and you have it big time. Queen of Swords is nobody to trifle with. We have the 9 of Pentacles coming up here. Now, this is the one I told you. It was one beyond the garden. Here she is in the garden. Other people are going to be checking how you do this. The Queen of Swords will occasionally look out here, look out there. But the way you think, the way you validate your own feeling, your own sense of knowledge and going forward, it's really understood by you for the most part. Every once in a while, a little bit of a bird. This is every once in a while. Yes. Every once in a while, listening. The claircogs are on, but the clair hearing wants to come on a little more. When truth is trying to be expressed to yourself, I know this is, okay, this is what I'm getting. This is going to look ridiculous. Go. It's like dropping your jaw and popping it as if you're on the airplane. You know how that is right here? You're dropping that, popping it, clearing the ears, letting the ears clear, because you'll have ringing or itching in your ear going on. And you'll be like, okay, what is this? Listen a little bit more closely. This is what's coming in. I know that's weird shit. I know it is. I don't care. Whatever. That's what I'm getting. So that's what I'm telling you. 7 of Cups is coming through. You cannot procrastinate this. Now this one, this is blatantly obvious. This isn't as obvious. So don't spend time competing. Go with your gut instinct on whatever choice this is going forward. And the people coming towards you, this is the first one that feels like somebody external of you coming towards you. This is the Knight of Wands, wanting to say, hurry, let's go, let's go. There's excitement around you. Somebody that understands what you want to do and wants to ride like lightning for you. Wants to ride really fast, really inspired, right along with you. This is what's wanting to go on. Anything else that needs to be in here? I want to get one card that's going to be the vexer for you, or one card that's going to absolutely vex you. Why? Because there's a spiritual lesson in it. The balancing act is going to be tricky. You're going to need to slow down, really focus on these psychic abilities, the spiritual abilities, the claircognizance, and the clear hearing before you go forward. This chariot is not in motion yet. It means momentum is yet to come, but the balance has to be right and the focus has to be right. This is singular focus. This one is also singular focus. You're focusing the mind and the will before you move forward. This is huge for you. Is there anything else you need to know? No, that's complete. That's complete. So that's what I've got for you. That is beautiful. Yeah, I wouldn't trifle with anything. Don't trifle with the pissant players. If they aren't invested in what's going forward for you, if they aren't invested in a big way, then I wouldn't spend much time trifling with them or their nonsense or their malarkey that's coming up. If they want to get your attention and your time, you've just got to start carving that out a little bit differently for yourself, creating more value for yourself on that going forward. And that's what I've got. All right. So let me put this up. And that was the Green Witch Tarot. No, Witch's Garden Tarot. You're welcome, honey. You are welcome. Good, good, good. I'm glad it did. Next is Sandra for a mini. What does she need to know about work? Okay, Sandra for a mini and work. Let me put these back in here. Sandra, we're going to weird world. It's like you are constantly in the weird. It does seem to be that you're in the realm that is the in-between realm. Your workplace is your school. It's not that you work in a school, it is your school. You have a lot of curriculum lessons in your workplace, and I'm not sure why, but that's what I'm getting for you, Sandra. So just 1 second for a mini. Card of Strength is coming up big, big, big. There's something shifting in August. This is coming in as a timestamp. There's something big around the work that's going to require patience. You need to be subtle. You need to be a subtle motherfucker right now. Subtle. Subtle will win the day for you. Subtle is how you handle the jaws of the beast. It's how you handle people that are a lot of talk and a lot of braggadocio. You handle that pretty well. So I'm going to move this over here because it's underfoot, but just 1 second. I want more room. It's like somebody's crowding you at work. You know when you get somebody that really has an obnoxious sense of humor and they don't know better, they don't know that they're not being socially aware. This is what it feels like you're encountering. It feels like you're encountering this on a lot of fronts at work. Star is here as your challenge. There's second chances, hope, and healing with the star coming through. 5 of Swords. Ugh. Okay, whatever it is you're going to have to prove the point on, I'm going to want clarification. This is the outcome card. I'm going to show you how they threw down and how they lay down right now. So hopefully you can see them. I'm going to try and move them this way so you can see them. Okay, so you have this as your crossing cards, the star. This is a little bit of time of healing, and there does need to be some healing. It feels like the work energy has been difficult. You've been steeped in the land of betrayal, disappointment, heartache, big time sorrow. It's not been comfortable at the workspace and needs to get more comfortable for you. And the 8 of Pentacles, what's on your mind? Work. Be in your workspace, learning your lessons. Be about your business. Keep your mind on your business and your business on your mind, and don't let the soap opera, is what I'm getting, pull you into different sides, into different camps, into different ways of thinking. I would also be mindful of gossip. Just because this is an outcome, I would think that you are in the land where people are a little bit beyond the mean girls, more to the snipe and gripe. Be careful who you tell information to. Like, I would be bland. I'd keep it a little bit on the bland side for the next month or so at your work. The 3 of Wands is here. You're expecting and waiting for some kind of outcome, hoping for some kind of outcome. And around you is the 10 of Wands. They might be putting more on your plate, more challenges for you to do. Sometimes if you saw these two together with this as a work question and this card here, I might think that they would give you some kind of like a lateral promotion, or it just feels like more work on your plate. It doesn't feel like they're even promoting or they're even paying more. They're just adding more work to your plate. This is difficult for you right now. This is the environment you're in. You're still waiting for them to see something that is value here, and they haven't got clue 1 on this. Hopes and fears. Is it time to leave this? Is it time to move forward? This is the world. You've completed some of the curriculum. It feels like by August, some of this curriculum is really, really complete. 9 of Wands. Standing strong and defending, holding your own. Really, really a little battle weary in the recent past. Going forward Near future, you need to rest. When you're at work, be at work. When you're at home, be home. I want clarification on this. We're going to go to the vintage on this. Hang on. This is a vintage Rider-Waite. If I can get all of them out. Thank you. All right. Ace of Swords. You have the Sword of Truth as your clarity by the time that this comes. So whatever this friction is at work, you know the truth of the thing. Your gut knows the truth of the thing. You feel it. If you feel like somebody has maybe not got your best interests at heart, or maybe they're a snipe and grape, I wouldn't engage. I would just give them nothing to bitch about. I wouldn't give them anything to talk about at all. The Magician. This is how you're going to pull off the magic. You're going to have to be stealthy, 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 and maneuver stealthy, knowing you have all the tools to achieve what you want, but also knowing how to keep a cool head, calm mind, clear thinking in the workspace. Anything else? I really was hoping I would see more about this. Let's see if we can snoop on this just for a minute. You're going to have to wait 3 months. That's what I'm getting. It's the Three of Wands. You're waiting. Your plan for change is here, but you're having to wait. And this, they are going to give you more work that you're going to have to carry a pack or do something. But it's like you're going to have this time where you're proving your point that you can handle the more that they've given you to do. Then they'll have the experience of seeing it. Then you're going to have to stand your ground a little more and say, yeah, give me that damn raise. You gave me all these extra projects. I did a great job. Now I want the damn raise. That's what it feels like is going on. It doesn't feel like it's terrible at the workplace. It just feels like it's a little bit challenging and difficult. So that's what I've got, and that's complete. So, okay. Let me see what else is going on. Woo. Put this here. And that was the Five of Cups, but it didn't feel relevant to this. So I would let you know if it did. That was just me, long nails, shit shuffle. You're welcome, Sandra. You are welcome. So, okay, Kim, if you let me know who's next on the list, then we'll do that. Let me see what the phone is doing. Michelle. Okay, Michelle, I don't have my Oracle cards to do a blind, but I do have a deck that I want to go into to do it for you. Now, this one is the B Tarot, and I just got it today. I inked the edges. I mean, you know I got to do that, but let me show you. This is, I got a couple new ones today that I loved, but this is the Hive. That's the guidebook for it, and this is the B Tarot. And it's a beautiful, beautiful book. I haven't had the time to read it all, but you can see gorgeous illustrations throughout. So that's the one I want to go in, and we will treat it very, very Oracle. So that's what we're going to do for yours. So give me 1 second. And we'll give this a good solid shuffle. Now, these shouldn't be in order because I've shuffled them and shuffled them, but I want to give a couple more. So, Michelle for the blind. I want a line of 5 for Michelle's blind. I do have my Lenormand cards down here, and I'm going to incorporate those too. And I want to see what they have to say. In fact, I want to get those right now. We're getting Cyril Marchetti's Lenormand. We're getting those too for the blind. We'll do that way. And we'll read them in the fashion of Oracle. Okay, I'm going to tip this down so you can kind of see. Tip that down so you can kind of see. You have the Melissae, which is the High Priestess. You have the Prince of Pentacles, and you have the Moon. Give me a second with this. Crossing the river and walking into the sacred is what you're about. You're very, very industrious in doing it. It's time to not hesitate. It is time to recognize the path that lays ahead of you and to step forward and walk it and do it. This is as clear as a representation as we can get. You are stepping into this time where the gifts come through a little bit stronger just by virtue of the High Priestess being here. But it's crossing this river, and it's a big one. Summertime, the rivers run really full and high. People drown, die, don't pay attention to their kids, their dogs, whatever. Misfortune happens near the rivers. This is saying, this is the metaphor, but you need to be careful near this, just as if you were near a regular real river. You need to be careful. You need to know the bridge is trustworthy in order to go over it, in order to move beyond it. You're walking from one shore to another, and you're taking time to close a gap between soul and where your spirit wants to be, a gap between where things haven't been going so well and where there is more peace, more happiness, more contentment, almost by fashion of Six of Swords, although this is not what that card is. That's what is coming through. This fashion of crossing over, crossing over. Let me see what else is going on here. There's a whole lot of industry here. Now, this one, the Melissae represents not just the bees, but also the honey, the Melissae, the Melis, or the Mel represented, I think, the goddess that fed like Zeus's kids or something like that in Greek mythology. Something like that. The one that was able to nurse them back to health with honey and became honored among the gods. There's something about crossing this bridge, being honored among the realm. This is you taking yourself quite a bit more seriously than you have in the recent past by going forward, offering the gift, offering the gift. Now let's see what's going on. There's going to be work. There's going to be work. Look for little baby daisies. There's the baby daisies here, and they are coming. I don't know if this is dogwood or what, or if they are really baby daisies. But look for the baby daisies. We're getting also bloom where you're planted, bloom where you're planted. Although you're crossing over the bridge, wherever you've landed in life, you are on your path in the right place that you should be. You need to keep going forward, one step at a time. The bridge is very narrow. It's not like a huge thing, but the river is running kind of high. Don't miss your steps. Don't misplace your footing. Don't get lost by somebody else's knowing. Trust your own knowing. We've got mice, man, and time. Now let me take a look at this. I know the Lenormand meanings of these. This is a Marchetti only one, but this one's the one that's coming in big. It's the little things. It's the little shop. The mice generally will mean about taking the little things away and kind of a theft or stealing or taking away, squirreling away. That's not the reference in this. I told you I would read Oracle. I'm reading it Oracle. It's reading the little things, the little kitschy trinket things, the markers along the way. There's something in my Amazon cart that's like this little steampunk mouse, and it's so cute. I don't know if I'll ever buy it. But I love that it's in there, and it's the cutest little thing, and I love seeing it because he's clever. There's a certain cleverness to what they observe. There's learning how to run the maze a little more easily. You've already learned this. Something about the world of men, and this feels like it's referencing it feels like it's referencing the world of men, how things are set up, and the rules that are there. You're learning to run through the rules, cross the rules, move through the rules, and not only adapt to the rules that you cannot adjust, but to bend the walls of the maze in the way that you can. And it just takes a little bit of time, a little application of time. You don't cross this bridge on the first step. You cross this bridge on a wide river, and it takes many steps. I'm getting a reference that's going to take a year. What's going on with this? Here, what's this about? What is the year that she needs to do? You're on this bridge the whole year. Don't be swept up in the currents of emotions or other people's emotion or other people's drama. No, when there's that swirling around, make sure you're really grounded. The year, the bridge, oh my God. This is why I love the cards so well, and this is why I follow the nudge. What did I tell you we were doing through this whole thing? These are not the identical card, but what have we been talking about the whole damn time? The bridge, right there. Yeah, it's going to be a year. It's going to be a bridge. There's something important. And this would be also something that's telling me April Fool's next year is going to be a time where you will look back and be like, oh, I was a fool in so many ways, but I've gotten over this. This isn't an April Fool's card other than it's reading for one to me, which it shouldn't be reading that at all, but that's what it's reading. So that's what it's got. So that's what I've got for you. That's complete. So yeah, that was beautiful. And these are Cyril Marchetti's Lenormand cards. And this is the Bee Tarot. So yeah, if you guys haven't been in on my regular show, we do a few micro reads at the beginning of the show, and then we get onto the paid list. So these are paid readings. If you want to get on, it's $30 for a full reading, $40 for a full reading, which is usually 15 plus cards, $30 for a micro, or if you want to get a blind like I just did. I don't have my Oracle decks down here because they're upstairs in my studio, but we can do a blind reading for 20. So just so you know, that was a blind. Next is Lori for the blind. Okay. Thank you, Kim. Holy moly. I'm so glad I have the Lenormands down here, and I like Lenormand. I really do. But they're very interesting. Now these, I want to use these in the blind. And we'll go into, this is, I think, Arthurian Tarot. We're going to go to these two for your blind. I don't know what's going on. There's something about rolling hills. Rolling hills. Not so much like rolling thunder, not even so big, but like very pastoral coming through. Rolling hills. What's it about? Where are you traveling that it feels like there's endless hills? And I'm not talking mountains. I live in Utah. The Rocky Mountains are rocky and they are mountains. I'm talking more like overgrown dirt mounds, rolling hills. They're little hills that go on and on and on. Almost as if you're driving across the Midwest somewhere in one of those states that's just endless. That's the author. That's the author card. The author card. Now, I've kept this in some of my decks, but not all of them. This is more like the clover on steroids. This is the clover on this is like a little bit of luck. This is the author card, straight up the author card. If you look at the back, you can kind of see a little bit of that going on. What is the luck? We need these cards here. Yeah, okay, all right. What we're seeing here is this definite crossroads, this definite choice. All these rolling hills, they're one looking like the other, like the other, like the other. This is going to take you to this center point where you're going to have to make a choice. You're going to have to really make a choice. It's like you almost go full stop, a little bit lost, but really, that's a really inaccurate word. A little bit aimless would be the more accurate word. A little bit aimless in how you're proceeding. You're not so much lost, but it's like all roads would have led you to here. Then you need to choose one specifically. You need to dig in strongly, choose strongly, and it's going to be the difficult road. It's not just the road not taken. It is the difficult fucking road. Difficult, difficult, difficult road. You've been over a difficult road before. This is difficult road that you're crossing once again. It feels like you're relearning a difficult lesson. This might even be in relationship. Be very aware. If this is in relationship and it's a difficult lesson, you may have been and left something too long, and this is like the straw that breaks the camel's back. Now let's see what else is going on. There's a stretching, a stealth, and a really readiness to move forward with these cards. These are totally reading Oracle. It is like a cat in a stance, in a crouch stance, a readiness to move forward, a readiness to do something, the readiness at the decision point right here. The powerful reflection. This shows Lancelot in exile, but the powerful, difficult road. Yeah, this is a powerful reflection. This is something in the past. It's like it's, you know when I say you don't need to lather, rinse, repeat? It's like you've got this way lathered up. You don't need to repeat this lesson. The trick here is to leave the shit or shithead behind. It feels very much like rough relationship. If you're in the rough relationship and somebody's been a real ass, if they've been a horse's ass, they aren't likely to change. Quit waiting for them to change. Choose the road that is most loyal to you. That's going to be the most difficult thing for you to figure out. Yeah, it is about the relationship, about what you hoped it would be ideally and what it wasn't. This is like something that feels like a relationship, and it could be a love relationship as depicted here, or it could be a relationship that's in another form, but it feels like it has devolved, and it's not one that's going to sustain and uplift and help you and move you forward. It's been too rough, so you're having to choose another path. I want one more out of here. What else do you need to know to go forward? If you don't take this choice, the choice will be made for you. This is coming up with almost like a tarot tower shades and a wall all in the same thing. You can already high jump this wall. You build it higher and harder the longer you stay. The longer you buy your own bullshit or their bullshit that's properly spun for you in a nice cotton candy fluff of absolutely no substance. That's what's going on. You need to like pole vault over that wall or kick the fucking tower down yourself. That's what I'm getting on here. That's what I'm getting for you. And it's not that you've done anything in particularly wrong. Right now, again, the cover card, this is the Tanis Lenormand. But this is Big Clover. Bigger luck than you would imagine. Okay. Yeah. I'm getting it. Where? It's a green bottle. I'm getting a green old school, like 1970s Sprite bottle, green glass bottle. You know what it is when it's Sprite or like it's Diet Sprite, the Uncola. These kind of references, something that is not what it seems to be. Yeah, you have to have something a little bit different, and I'm not sure why they're getting me that, but that's what they're getting. And they used to have this actor going, the Uncola. This is what you're looking for. Something that's a little bit different, that's a little bit lighter and a little bit better for you. A little fresher. That's what I got. So yeah, that's the reference. I have no idea why or what, but you probably know what that's about. Hey, Sabrina, hey. So that is complete. I don't know who's next on the list. Elsa? Okay. And Elsa, what kind of read are you getting? And if you let me know, I will check and see if payments came through, but we don't have to get lost in that. Elsa, you're ahead. Ooh, you're ahead. Kimmy Kim, all right, we'll do it. We'll do it, we'll do it, we'll do it. All right. Elsa, the year ahead. I'm gonna need a little bit of space for that. Ooh, sorry guys, I just gave you an earthquake. Elsa, year ahead. Whew. We're going to the Radiant, and then we're gonna go to the Radiant Wise. So this is 2 very radiant renditions of the Rider-Waite. You're welcome, Lori. For Elsa, year ahead. Okay, I'm gonna tip this down. Hopefully you can, I don't know if you can even see this. So you guys do go ahead and, I just kind of got that out of focus. I don't know what I did to my iPad, so whatever. We're trying to get it to go and it's not going. I think it thinks I want to talk to it.